What's up, YouTube fans? I am here with the one and only Shartimus Prime.
Hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going? We're at the live show. Sorry for the delay, technical difficulties and whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much every time we do this, we've got something going on. But I appreciate you sticking with me, and we had a lot of back and forth here trying to make this work. So thank you so much, Shartimus.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, man. Yeah.
So if you don't know who this is, Shartimus is a collector, a reviewer. He's been collecting for 20 years. He's been on YouTube for 10 years. He also is a drummer, a very experienced drummer. He plays for the Skyline College Jazz Band Ensemble, and he also plays for a band called punk band called the Mengs. And he just plays drums for random gigs here and there as part of his daily routine. Also does drum lessons.
Yeah, yeah.
And you recently started. Everyone probably knows you for your YouTube review channel for Marvel Legends. That's kind of your big thing.
Yeah, most popular for that, I think. Yeah.
And you recently, maybe in the last year or so, started a drumming channel, right?
Yeah, I started a drumming channel called The Geeky Drummer. I think it's The Geeky Drummer. But yeah, I've always just keep wishing I could post more. So
I watched a couple of videos. I watched the one video about how to hold drumsticks.
Oh, you did? Thank you very much. Spent a lot of time on that one.
I'm not a real drummer. I play drummer on TV, so I play like rock band drums, and
that's awesome.
It was interesting. I learned a lot from that video.
Oh, great! Oh, and I'm not the only drummer on your show, right? Wasn't there another drummer over here?
Thew was also a drummer.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw the Thew interview or the future view.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to play. I don't even know if I did the rules right or whatever, but
it's right. Sure. You're from the San Francisco Bay Area. Did you grow up there? Is that where you're from originally?
I grew up in Pacifica, and that's a town I live in now. So yeah, so I never actually moved out of here. It's pretty crazy. Very fortunate to stick around in this luscious area. It's pretty nice.
I think a lot of people, they really connect with you because you're into Transformers and you have the geek side, but then you've got this, rocker side of you too, and that's just a cool, unique thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked because my jacket made it on YouTube. I was at the Rancid concert, and I was in the circle pit, and somebody filmed Rancid, and then they filmed the circle pit, and I was like, "Oh, that's me!" And I saw myself like going around.
Nice.
You could see the rustling in the back of the jacket in the video. I was pretty amped for that.
Oh,
yeah, it's all being part of a performer. I think a little bit is kind of like that's how I know to perform, like through the music stuff, and that kind of like translates with the YouTube stuff.
Very cool. So, how'd you get into Transformers and Marvel Legends?
Okay, the Transformers. I think it was my cousin. I have. Well, it's my dad's cousin's kids. But anyway, I was like 5 years old, I think, when I got into Transformers from seeing my older cousin's Soundwave. I remember Soundwave was like that, my little hands, and then Megatron, and I remember seeing Optimus Prime too, but not till later. But yeah, so since I was 5, just into it, and I think I stopped getting into it after. I think there was like a gap between G1 and Beast Wars, and then Beast Wars, and then movies. That's kind of like my lineage right there.
All from childhood until now, you've been into this.
Well, I never been into the Armada stuff. You know what I mean? Beast Machines, I dipped out. There's the G2 stuff. Like I was honestly really upset when Optimus Prime died. Like that was a serious, because I was pretty young. Like I was I was born in 81, so I was like 7 or something like that, or 5. It must have been like 5 or 6, so it may have been like when it came out on VHS when I watched it for the first time. So I may have been like 6 years old or something like that. But I didn't want to watch it because I didn't want Optimus Prime to be dead. So like I really avoided watching it for a while,
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what did it with Transformers. I heard about it at school, everybody was talking about it at school about Optimus Prime died. Optimus Prime's dead. I'm like, what? Like, no. If I don't see it, it didn't happen.
So did you cut out for a little while from Transformers? I mean,
yeah. And then I think after that, got more into reading comics and Marvel stuff, you know. And I must have been around like 10 or earlier, maybe. Yeah.
so that's kind of how you got into Marvel Legends, is the comics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the cartoons, the comics and the cartoons when I was a kid, you know. But yeah, I really got. I think the Spider-Man. I think there was a lull, like in the teenage years, you know. I mean, I think it's normal for people to have moments where they stop collecting or they stop getting into the geeky stuff for whatever reason. Their life kind of sends them on their path. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a couple of times where I've dipped out. You know, like, you know, things happen, and then I got back into it again when the Spider-Man movie dropped out. Was like, damn, that was that first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie was amazing.
With the new series, or which
I was
one?
thinking the Sam Raimi Spider-Man from 2002. That
Okay.
one. That's the one that like reignited my my passion for like the whole comics and stuff like that. Around 2002, yeah, that's when I started collecting figures and stuff as an adult. I think I was like 21 at the time.
So what made you get into reviews? How'd you start reviewing?
Oh man, being unemployed. I was working for the government, and I was playing that whole well, let's look for a job again today and get rejected ride, and having the time to be able to, you know, do that and you know, just have fun with the toys, you know. And I actually saw the platform there while I was still working, so I'd lurked for a while, and then I'd comment, and then I'd see people would respond to my comments. I'm like, oh no way, no, this is so rad. I've always wanted this my whole life, you know, an interactive television, you know. I've always been making home videos since I was a kid, so it was just like a really exciting thing for me to see that there's a platform for it where you can just cough it up there. And yeah.
You're one of the only YouTubers I know, or sorry, reviewers I know, who's doing this full time, you know, as a profession. How long have you been doing this?
Yeah, my first video went up, I think, in November or in December of 2008. So about 10 years, you know. I feel like it doesn't count like solid 10 years because the end of 2008, you know. But anyway, doesn't matter.
So beyond
yeah,
drums, this
10
is
years.
your profession, right?
Yeah, this is my main gig. It's been my main gig for the last 4 years. Yeah, 4 years of doing this as a full-time gig. Now the teaching, I've been teaching less and less lately. So especially with the family stuff changing and everything, you know, having a kid. So that's made things kind of rough. So I'm probably going to just 2019. It's a goal to see how it goes. Just relying on being just a YouTuber only, without having a second job. So
You've talked about that. You've talked about you know, you have a kid coming and on your channel.
mm-hmm.
Do you think that's going to impact your full time YouTuber status?
Well, I think it'll make it better. I think it's gonna make me kind of really focus my energy, you know, because I love music, and that's like that's really my number one passion is music. So, but I'm figuring out ways to mix the two of them together. Like I'm gonna be doing music videos for next year is something that I want to do, and I've already talked to like my YouTube partner rep to see if I can borrow equipment to like get some cool, you know, video stuff or some music videos about action figures.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
that's pretty
awesome.
cool. I mean, it's awesome that you're able to, you know, live out both of those dreams.
Yeah, well, I haven't done it totally yet, but I'm gonna try to make it happen. I'm really gonna go for it. That's like the ultimate thing. And if it doesn't work, if it ends up just totally sucking ass and it gets like, I don't know, like after 5 years it has 1,000 views or something like that, for me that's like really poor. Then I'll be like, hey, you know what? I did it. I actually went for it. I made the thing happen. If it didn't stick, well, hey, at least I still have it in like my own possession, and I could replay it and watch it over and over again. Yeah. Oh man, I am my biggest fan. That I just don't want anyone to forget that I am my number one fan.
I think people will love that.
Yeah.
Music videos with action figures. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty fun band too. Yeah, the other two guys are pretty charismatic and pretty funny. So yeah, it'll be fun.
That kind of connects to, the reason why I'm doing this even at all is I want to do something different. A lot of people are doing reviews out there. Every day there's another YouTuber doing a review, and I'm trying to do something a little more interesting. And the community of Transformers is pretty tight knit. I've learned that a little bit, and I don't actually know you that well. I'm just learning about you now, but um, a lot of people know each other. They meet each other at these cons and stuff, and I've learned that if you really get into this business, if you get into reviewing or even talking to manufacturers, you end up meeting other folks like yourself. Do you know Ben's Collectibles?
Yeah, I've spoken with him privately on Facebook, and I've never met him in person though. But
I saw you post a video of his. I was curious about if you guys are talk or if you've met before.
oh no, we've never met in person. No. But yeah, we've talked. Yeah, but we've talked a whole bunch. Yeah, so
I've heard he's come to TFCon before he moved back to the UK. He used to come to the TF cons here in the United States, and now I think he goes to his local one. But
TFCon is but it changes every year, right? Or is TFCon in one place?
well, it moves across the United States, but
Okay,
it doesn't run in the UK. They have TF Nation in the UK.
He made a TFCon, so or he makes every TFCon. He travels from the UK.
No, he used to. So when he lived here, he used to actually make it
okay.
to. Yeah.
Oh no, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I don't remember meeting him. No, I don't think we ever met.
So I'm actually gonna try to get him on the channel too at some point. It's pretty tough with the time difference and everything.
Oh yeah. If you want me to pass it along, sure.
But I appreciate you. Actually, we're trying to coordinate just with our schedules, and I appreciate you coming on the channel.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So you've been collecting for, you said, 20 years. That means you have a pretty large collection, I would guess.
Oh yeah, dude.
So is there anything that you don't have that you want? Is there something out there that you just haven't been able to collect, or it's too expensive, or whatnot?
Oh yeah, many things. I try not to talk about that because it looks like it's not a good look, you know what I mean? But I'll say this, like the stuff that I want isn't really that important. If there's anything that's on this list that was like really that serious of a collectible to me, I would have owned it for a long time already. You know what I mean? So everything on this list is like, nah, I don't really need it, or else I would have got it already. So, damn, like I have a G1 swoop, having a G1 swoop without a broken head. You know what I mean? But I'm still happy with having a G1 swoop with a broken head. It's okay. A lot of them have broken heads, so I'm not really upset about it, And
Yeah.
plus, it was a gift from a viewer already, so it's like that's my G1 swoop. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. It's unique.
Sentimental value.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So so even having like a reissue one maybe at some point I would probably pick that up. But like, okay, the ultimate holy grail figure for me is the Transformers Masterpiece Shartimus Prime Custom from Incline Designs. I'm calling you out, Dave. I said it. No, so I eventually I would need to pay the man a good amount of money because I want that thing to transform into a sewage truck. That's what it's supposed to do. It's like an Optimus Prime, but instead of a trailer, it's the caca truck, and it transforms from that into the robot with the hoses and the caca.
So you want a Masterpiece Shartimus Prime truck?
Yes, that's my fully transformable. Yeah, Masterpiece. Yeah, based off the
people see this, they might make it.
Somebody should make it. But it would cost like I would think honestly, if I were to like really confront, because I've actually talked to Dave about it before, and I think like in my mind, even though I don't remember speaking about a specific number, but just in my mind, like I've always thought about like around the $500 area, at least just to start with, to make it serious. You know what I mean? Like, because that would be an expensive as hell thing to do, man. That's a lot, especially because I'd like to see like little sharp particle details on there. You know what I mean? Like, you know how Hot Toys kind of has like a dirty spray over it. That would be hella sick if it was like the caca water. Mm-hmm. It'd be nice. It'd be dope. It'd be dope.
Is that a customizer you're talking about? I don't name
Yeah,
this.
I'm imagining a figure that doesn't exist.
No,
Yeah.
David. You said a name, David. I haven't heard of it.
Oh, Incline Designs. I meant Incline Designs.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. He doesn't do a lot of. He hasn't really done a whole ton of Transformer customs recently. He's mostly focused on dinos, but back in the day, he used to do some really awesome Transformers customs that were just mind blowing. Like that would just like make me get a headache because it looked so freaking awesome.
So that gets me to the next question. Where did the name come from? Where did you get the name Shartimus Prime?
I wanted to do something funny, and I'm like, and I've always had a reputation for like taking fat dumps and having really nasty farts. You know what I mean? So like my whole life, I've just kind of I like beans a lot. I know it's like a bad thing to say, a stereotype.
You're Latino.
But there was a period of my life where I couldn't eat beans because I ate some really bad beans. But for most of my life, there's this Nicaraguan food called gallo pinto that's rice and beans combined, and it's just it's so good, so good. Anytime, any day, anywhere, I will eat that. I will eat like a whole plate of. Anyway, I've gone on to a tangent. So I wanted to have something silly out there because I thought a lot of people were kind of at that time, from the people I were watching, it was very dry, and I wanted to have some personality doing it. And I was like, you know what? I want to have the channel where it's the dude who gets laid. You know what I mean? I want it to be the guy who gets to go party and stuff like that, who also collects toys, not like break the mold of like, we got to be like, nerds, we got to be shut-ins, there's those of us that can party and get some and get figures too, so a lot of people don't think about, and that includes the family. You had to make it happen. You had to get yourself out there and find right. All right, cool.
Yeah, sorry, we lost you in the middle of I think your story there.
It was an excellent speech, I believe. It was like a beautiful story, if I can remember correctly, about sharding or farts or beans.
Yes. You were telling us about how you got the name, and you love beans.
And I was talking about so I wanted to have a fun action figure review channel, and I was like, yeah, all right, cool. I'm going for I'm going to try this here and there. And eventually later on, I got heavily inspired by Sean Long, and I was like, and I saw that Sean was making a living doing this, and I was like, whoa, I bet I could do that. I bet I can make it happen. I've always wanted to do something like this. So I was like, all right, this is like too awesome of an opportunity to not try to actually like go for. And then I made partner, but even so in 2010 I think I became YouTube partner. So I've been partner since 2010, but it wasn't like anywhere near like a
100,000.
Back then it was like 1,000, and you had to have a certain number of channel views. Like you had to have 1,000 subscribers and a certain number of channel views before you're to be partner. And so I was doing that. So gotten partner, and then it wasn't until like 2014 it started to become like a livable wage. And so then that lasted a couple years, and then there's like kind of a big hit that YouTube took in like 2016, 2017. Sucked really bad. So then but I started already working at teaching lessons by then. So it's been getting, better and stuff. So stuff's not so bad as it was before. It's a little bit more stable, and not as crazy. So it's like, hope, knock on wood somewhere that I'm not wrong, because you never know. It's a new line of work, man. It's its own thing. It's not even really considered work technically, I guess, because you don't have a boss or whatever. So, and you don't go somewhere. So I'm not trying to say it's like being a freaking, an electrician or anything or anything like that. It's its own different gig.
It's definitely hard work. I mean, I can attest to production is what well, why don't I ask you, what's one thing you want people to know about reviewing or about what you do that you don't think people know
The
behind
time
the scenes?
sacrifices that go into the amount of time and the sacrifices that go into doing it. You know what I mean? Because this is because I'm really big on family stuff, so I try to go to as much family stuff as I can. So it like really hurts when I can't. There's sometimes you just gotta miss out on stuff because it's like, perfect example. It's my wife's birthday, right? And she wanted to go to Disneyland for her birthday, and she wanted me and the baby, all three of us, the family, to go. And I was like, I can't. There's no way I could do that. It's a Spider-Man movie weekend. Like there's no way. Plus, I spent too much money on this Hot Toys Iron Spider figure, and I got to review this thing, and it finally showed up. It was delayed and everything, and I finally got it, and I have to review it this weekend. It's like there's no way I could do that. And she was like, okay, well, she's like, okay, I just take the baby, and I was like, no, the baby's not going to Disneyland for the first time without me. I'm going to that. She's like, so you don't mind watching the baby the whole weekend? I'll get my mom to help me. I'll get my mom to help. But yeah, you go enjoy Disneyland. So we could have had Disneyland together is my point, is that we could have all had Disneyland together for the first time. Now, I'm not personally that sad because it's a small sacrifice. The kid's not going to remember it, man. She's 13 months old. If she was older, then I would be a lot more upset about it. But she's not going to remember anything, but it would have been nice. And you know what I mean? It's right before Christmas. Not a good time to spend a whole bunch of money anyway. So I'm not really upset about it. But I'm just saying that's an example of how it plays into my personal life. And that's where it affects me the most, where I don't think people ever think about that shit at all. Oh, sorry for cussing. Sorry.
No. Do you get pressure on the outside, or is this just you putting pressure on yourself to get things done? I mean, you have a sponsor, right? For your channel?
Oh, I don't worry. Okay, so this is a very important thing. Sponsors are on no stress on me at all. Like I've never worked with anybody that's like told me what to do or tried to change the way I do anything or have an opinion on anything. Like it makes no difference to them whether I think the figure is good or bad. They don't care at all,
So it's self-imposed pressure to get it done in a timely manner.
But so that's on you. That's because of YouTube, because there's so much content getting thrown up there that you have to keep up with that, or else you will just like Spider-Man in Infinity War, just dwindle away real fast, and nobody even, you know what I mean? It's it's that now there's like a percentage of people that will stick with you and that will be there, go back, check on your channel and stuff like that. But it's just a small percentage. It's not enough people that are, it's like down here, kind of that small group of people that will like keep going. But you can see the number, you check your analytics, you can see those numbers dip real fast. It happens within just a couple of days. It's like, oh.
You're talking about first to market, right?
Yeah, first to market.
I mean, if you're not the first to put up that video about that figure or that new toy.
No, not necessarily. That's not even as stressful. No, it's more of the YouTube algorithm, like fitting into the YouTube algorithm so that you're getting a consistent number of views flowing into the channel so that you're earning enough to keep it rolling. Now the first to market thing, yes, that definitely plays a role in it, but it helps a lot, but it's not a huge stress factor, and it depends on what it is. The times when it is a stress factor, it's pretty rare, so it's like not bad. I don't stress out about getting figures first, and I don't get off on that either. There's people that really, really just want it first. It's not me. That's not me. I'll wait and I'll watch, I'll watch reviews sometimes. Depends on how bad I want the figure. If I want it really, really bad, I will not watch one review on it because I'm like, I want to find out for myself. I just want to find out for myself.
I've noticed you haven't done a lot of Transformers recently. Is that just you busy with other stuff, or?
That's because I don't think I think I'm the D-list Transformer reviewer. And that's fine because that's like exactly what the channel was originally created to be. You know what I mean? What the guy likes talking about farts and beautiful women and things that don't have to do with action figures. What the heck is that in my video for? That's not what I came here for. You know, some people get offended by a lot of stuff, so it's all right. So I'm okay with being but the thing, I don't get the views that I do like on a Spider-Ham toy. Like that's just a fact. Like I think my Masterpiece Sunstreaker review was like still like only 10,000 views compared to the 14,000 views I got on a Spider-Ham toy, you know? You hit the button and the eyes change. Hella easy compared to frickin' Sunstreaker, man.
The Marvel is your
hella hard, and there's hella options on that figure too. I love it though. I brought it with me on a trip to to Monterey. Transformed it in traffic. It was great. Great figure. I love it. But yeah, pain in the ass to review and like no money. You know, not making any money back. I just
Marvel
a lot of work for no money.
Marvel's your lane, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Marvel's my lane, but see, I wish I could do more Transformer reviews though. You know, but I just can't. And I love I pick up so many Transformers I never show. You know, there's so much stuff that I pick up that just doesn't get seen.
Yeah. Question from the audience here. So,
oh yeah,
have you seen the new fans? Do you collect fans toys stuff?
I have a couple of. I have that G2. I can't remember the offshoot name, but it's a G2 Optimus with the trailer, that badass trailer.
Oh, that's like the first thing they came out with. Yeah. Right?
Was that the very first thing that they have? Yeah, they sent me one of those. They sent me that and the Nemesis, and then I ended up giving the Nemesis one away or Scourge. Sorry, not Nemesis, but Scourge. G2 Scourge. I sent that to Alfonso, as a gift because I had the two of them and I was like, I don't have space for two of them. I can only keep one. So I gave one to one of my viewers and patrons. Just send it off. It's nice.
So their question is their Fans Toys RC they put out a few months ago. Have you seen the new accessory they're offering for that?
No. Send me a link. Yeah, send us a link.
It's a silicone-based chest, and you lift up
RC.
Yes, and you lift.
They gave her squishy tits.
Yes.
Are you serious? Can I say tits? How much can what rating can I go here? You know what I mean? Because on my channel, I want to say like I try to keep it around PG-13.
Yeah, I would.
Like higher PG-13-ish. Is that where you want to go?
Okay. Yeah, let's stick to that.
Okay. All right.
So you haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah, it's the first kind of weird thing like that in the fandom, and I think people are reacting to it, thinking, "What the heck is this?"
A little too far. It's like maybe a little bit too far. I think the Bison dolls are pretty too far too. You know what I mean? But hey, man, you know you're not hurting anybody. It's a little toy. You know that's what you choose. You know, as long as you're not hurting anybody, it's a little bit weird. We don't have to know about everybody's weird stuff. You know, but that's hella funny.
What do you collect besides Marvel and Transformers?
Well, I have a lot of DC stuff. You know, I got a couple of Aquaman figures. I have a Black Manta on the way. I also let's see here, Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Star Wars is what I actually really got into action figure collecting. Like I kept them mint on card, and I would get one to open. You know, like for specific characters and everything. That's when I was like most serious about collecting. I even did some, you know, ACBA stuff way back in the day before, you know, there was, you know, like I never had the cutouts and stuff, so not official ACBA, but displaying my figures and stuff like with the power of the Force Star Wars figures. Yeah.
I never got into Star Wars, but I always loved Star Wars. I've focused myself onto just Masterpiece just so I wouldn't go crazy and have millions of toys.
Oh yeah, look at this, or else you end up like this.
Yeah, that was in back of you.
Yeah, you don't think this is embarrassing, man? But it's because I work two jobs, you know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut down on teaching for 2019. That's a good. Yeah, I've mentioned that already. But anyway, yeah, not all that stuff's for me. Not all of it's to keep, but a lot of it, like on the shelves, is. But then there's like boxes of things that aren't mine that need to either be shipped, given away or reviewed or something. It's a physical presence that adds stress. You want to talk about stress, man? That like is one of the things that stresses me out, dude. Like like on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the teaching the lessons coming back at 10 a.m. Like imagine like you wake up, do your toy review just in time to leave for work, but you're probably gonna be late because something held you up, or the baby did something hella cute, or the baby made a mess, or your computer froze on you or something. And you get there late, and then you go and you teach, and then you get home, and then there's like 2 big ass boxes full of toys like sitting there, and you're like, ah! And you're like, okay, and then wife's like, oh, what the hell's with these things in our living room? Like, get them the hell out of here. So I'm like, okay, and then more, and try to just haul it out. Yeah, so it's a fun grind though, man. I wouldn't ask for anything else. I couldn't think of another gig that I would want. So I bitch about it like a little wuss, but like at the same time, it's just harder than it ever looks because it's a show. I see it as a show. You can tell me it's not a show, right? And I'm not saying you specifically, Sonny, but like I'm saying anybody could tell me like, no, yeah, what you do is not a show. That's just garbage. You're just a jerk playing with toys. You know what I mean? And that's not wrong. That's totally what it is. But it's not just that. It's actually a production that I have a vision in mind of what I want things to be played out like, and I make it happen. I make it become a reality. I use effects in it. I do stop motion in my stuff. You know what I mean? I put my own music in these things.
That's why we watch your channel.
Thanks.
Entertainment.
Yeah, I try to make it. I really put a lot of thought in making it entertaining. Like that's like a serious priority. But
what's next for you? You talked about maybe getting your 2 worlds to collide a little bit with music and reviews. What do you think is the next big thing for you?
I really want to make music videos. Like that's my big goal for 2019 is to make music videos. I have a bunch of stupid songs about playing with toys. One of them is called Playing with Toys.
People would love it. I think people would love that.
Action figures.
Let's see it.
Yeah, so I have these goofy songs, and I have like these ideas of music videos, you know, that I think would be a lot of fun and could be really cool and help move things forward. You know what I mean? And I have these 2 musicians that I'm playing with, and I'm not playing drums, even though I'm a drummer, like Theo Adams, another Transformer collector and drummer. But yeah, so I did we already talk about that? I feel like
we did. I asked you about
that already. But anyway,
people would love to see that.
Yeah, I play bass and I sing. So I'm playing bass, and my patrons, I put up exclusive videos up on there of the band, and amongst other content. It's not just music stuff, but yeah, a bunch of other content.
The only songs we've heard is the intro to your channel. And background music for your outro. That's it.
Oh yeah, I gotta change it up more, huh? I get lazy. Yeah.
So I got some fan questions. So sure. Go ahead and ask any other questions you have. I'm gonna start getting to these if you have time. We've been going for a little over an hour here. Once we got through the technical difficulties, so I don't know if you need to go. I want to respect your time.
Yeah. You know what? Let me answer this question, and then let me go check on the baby. And then I'll come right back.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
All right.
What'd you think of the Prime Wars trilogy? Have you watched it? Do you know what it is?
Prime Wars trilogy? The Prime. Are you talking about the Combiner Wars and then the Power of the Primes, like that one?
Yeah.
The one that just happened?
Yeah. It was on. It was like online only.
Yeah, I think I saw. That was actually like way short, right? It was only 3 episodes, wasn't it?
No, there was far more.
Was it hella long? Did it go on for a while? How long was it? Because I feel like so whatever I saw, it came with the it was like part of an exclusive Blu-ray. I remember it was an online show, right? Combiner Wars, right? So yeah, I think it was I think I only saw the Combiner Wars one.
It came out on Go, whatever it's called. Go 90. It's called Go 90.
Okay.
And so it was a series of online videos, sort of showing off the toys, but it was an animation. And then they continued that with Titan's Return, and then now with what they've got coming out right now.
Siege.
Yeah, Siege.
And Siege is supposed to be a 3-parter also. Right? And they've already unloaded a really cool looking Optimus Prime that I don't have, but eventually I'll get one.
Yeah, we're getting to that question for you too. Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, let me go check on the kid real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. So we're gonna pause for a second here, guys. Sorry. So I might as well answer this question. So MP44, I think it's not bad. You know, if they didn't make it $450, I probably would have got it. But at 450, I think I don't want to send the message by buying it that I think the price is right. Hey, what's up, Big Stan? Big Stan, you're always here. You're on every single one of my videos. I definitely appreciate you showing up. Yeah, so MP44, I think it looks good. I think it's cool. The accessory it comes with and all the stuff you get. I can't justify the 450 because you think about that. You know, you can get a combiner. That Toy World Devi, I got that for 400. I think it retailed for 460. So 450 for one figure, it's just way too much. KO. So I've sort of changed my view on KOs.
Mhm.
Oh, he's back. All right. What's your view on the new MP44 Optimus Prime? Have you seen it?
Okay. So apparently, just the price is just kind of driving me nuts right now. Mostly because I did pre-order it.
Yeah. Amazon?
Why? Maybe I hit myself too hard for the public. It's too weird. But anyway, it's just I think Big Bad Toy Store has it up for 450. People told me that Amazon Japan had it up for like 300 something bucks, and I tried doing that and I couldn't. I mean, I figured out how to use a translator button, but like it was just too much of a pain in the ass. And it was just taking too much time that I still haven't like gotten a pre-order up over there. So I would do it if I could figure out how to, get one, because I think 300 bucks is, excuse me, sorry, very reasonable for that kind of deal right there. 300 bucks, yeah, sure. Even though the MP10 TRU version I got was 120, just like nuts. But we don't have Toys R Us anymore, so damn it.
Yeah, that really sucks. So what about the figure itself? What do you think of the actual figure? Do you think this is the definitive one so far?
Oh, probably. I mean, yeah, I think so. I have a feeling it will be. It looks awesome. I just really like the NP10 so much that it took me a minute to kind of get used to it. But as I look at the pictures more and more, I was like, you know what? No, this is badass. This is going to be really badass. I think it's going to be really cool because I like the new accessories. I like new stuff when they introduce new ideas, So I always like that my G1 Optimus Prime, you could stick the neck from the from that gunner thing. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, that's a brand new thing. I've never seen that in the cartoon.
Yeah, but you could do it on the G1. I don't think he did it in the cartoon either. Yeah, but I remember being able to do that with the toy, though, with the trailer. So I would do that all the time. I would have that thing stick out of there and I'd close it down. Just like one of those little, I don't know. I was just amused by that. And then seeing that you could do that finally with the masterpiece version, so stupid. It makes me happy.
MP10 did that too. You could stick it out of the top of the trailer.
MP10, you could do that too?
Yeah, you just pull down the little flaps and it sticks out of there. Hey, I'm falling behind on the fan questions here.
Damn it. That was embarrassing.
No,
that's why I'm a D-list Transformer reviewer. That's it. That's right there. It's okay.
All right, let me catch up on the questions here. So, how and where do you store all your toys?
Oh, okay. So, I have plastic bins, and I have them all laid in, and they're alphabetized for the Marvel Legends, and then the different brands I have in a bunch of different boxes, and I label the boxes so I know what's in them and stuff. So yeah, that's basically. And then I try to get as much stuff on the shelf as possible, but the stuff that doesn't make it to the shelf, it's either in a box or in plastic bin. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, more displayed or more stored, if you had to guess.
Shit. Oh man, it's almost it's about the same almost, which is kind of crazy.
What does your wife think of that?
She thinks I have a condition. No, she understands. She knows. Like everybody around me knows, but it's like it's a weird it's just a very unique existence, and it's like I don't know, like there's no one that's like really, I don't know anybody else that's like really done this before without having a huge mess. You know, it's just insane.
What do you think about knockoffs, KOs?
Oh yeah, what do I think? Like morally, or like do I think they pump out good product,
All of
or
the above. You know, what's your personal feeling on buying KOs, and what do you think about, the things that have been coming out recently?
I think not enough people are talking about how amazing it is that not just one particular third party company, but just like the general third party Transformers industry kicked Hasbro in the ass really, really hard, man. Because I think once people really started putting their money into it, I think the people at Hasbro started to think, man, that's, we can't, we're getting our asses kicked by these third party companies, because a certain product, it's like, man, yes, well, why didn't Hasbro do that, right? I mean, some KOs are pretty amazing, right? They do some cool stuff. Especially some of them that just make them oversized too. They just get them to the scale that's just a lot easier to work with and stuff.
Are
Like,
there Marvel Legend KOs?
Yes, but I don't have any. I don't think I have one KO Marvel Legend. Not one. So I can't really speak for those. Now, I feel like there's a difference between third party and KO, right? Like there is a difference. But I think I have everything, I have KOs, I have G1 KOs, and I have third party stuff, and I have my official masterpiece stuff and my classics stuff, my generations figures. So it's like, yeah, dude, Transformers, man. They're an addictive line just in general. Transformers are amazing.
Have you heard of Magic Square, or have you seen Magic Square?
Magic Square? What's that? No, I don't know.
Okay, so it's a third party Transformers manufacturer. So I guess I'll answer this question, since Shartimus is not familiar with them. They're making a Optimus Prime to compete with MP44. So it's very, cartoon accurate and kind of has the same look and feel. Mm-hmm. I personally think it looks better than MP44. I'm going to get.
Wow. I said, really? Like, are you serious?
Take a look at it. Yeah, take a look at it and see. It doesn't come with a trailer or any of the other accessories, but
well then get out of here then. I don't want to see a picture. Nah, disqualified. No trailer. You gotta try to step in the ring, man. You gotta bring you gotta hit hard. You're supposed to make Hasbro better. Like, challenge Takara, challenge Hasbro.
Yeah, it's also significantly cheaper, but we'll see what it looks like.
No trailer.
No game.
I don't know.
Do you play Transformers video games or collect figures from the game designs?
I played the first Transformers. What was it called? The one.
Devastation.
Well, no. I just bought that. I'm about to play it tonight as soon as I'm done with this this podcast.
Oh, you're talking about War for Cybertron?
No. Yes, back in the day, War for Cybertron. I did that, got sick, rolling around as Megatron and everything. And I get motion sickness kind of easily, which is kind of like its own thing. It sucks. But for some reason, the PS4 Spider-Man game is fine, unless I do the Mary Jane objectives. But anyway, that made me sick. So yeah, I haven't touched it since then. And now I'm about to play Devastation on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch.
There you go. Another one of his talents here.
I suck at video games. I'm like the worst Twitch streamer ever. It's like I'm good with toys. Like, I think I do a decent job of knowing how to pose toys. I've broken a whole bunch of toys, but mostly I don't break them, and I can come up with some decent poses. I'm good. I think I'm pretty good at talking about toys, but like, I'm not really good at video games. So on Twitch, I just kind of like, I'm at my best when I'm kind of like not really playing and just talking. It's kind of funny.
Devastation is a great game, though. I
We
played
can't wait
through
to
that.
play it again. I played it once at Comic-Con several years ago, and I've been wanting it since then. I was like rolling around as Bumblebee, I think, kicking ass.
No, it's pretty awesome. Another comment here. I just want to read this particular one. It says, "Being D-list is different, and that's a good thing." So they're saying
Deep for
they like.
different. Yeah, I like that. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
All right. Any other questions? I gotta let Shartimus go here. I've had a lot of time with him, way more than he promised me. So
Yeah, I charge $50 every 30 seconds. That's my rate. $50 every 30 seconds.
all right. So this will be the last interview that I do.
Yeah, I know. Like that's it. Like or all those masterpiece figures in the background. Even though I have a bunch of those. No, you got a really awesome collection, man. I really like that.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's
Hey,
dope.
I have one last question, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. So, what's your favorite item in your collection? If you had to pick one, someone said, "I'm taking everything away. You can keep one thing."
Oh, probably MP10 Prime. It's got to be MP10 Prime. Yeah, probably MP10.
What about Marvel Legend? You can keep one Marvel Legend.
Probably the Sentinel. Yeah. The Marvel Legend. Yeah, it'd probably be just the Sentinel. But yeah, that would be the one. If I could. Yeah, we had a tsunami warning over here, and the first thing I actually grabbed was not any action figure, but my family jewels. I have a box of like these family heirloom things that I have, and I was like, "Oh, I'm grabbing that one." And then I went,
I thought you were joking somehow. You even
"Yeah, no."
the family jewel.
Yeah. I call it my family jewels. Yeah, it's this box, well, the ring, and my Nicaraguan bracelet and stuff. Yeah,
So, Russ, I really want to thank you for your time tonight.
Thanks for having me, Sonny. I appreciate it, man.
And
Thank you so much.
everyone on the line, thanks for your questions. Thanks for participating. If you
Yeah.
want to see more of Shartimus, the link to his channel will be in the description below, to both his reviewer channel and his guitar channel. Anything else you want to share with them other than those two?
That's it. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitch, on Instagram, on
Yeah.
Twitter, on a bunch of things I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, since you talked about it, I'll put your Twitch link in there too.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Watch me play Devastation. I'm going to start playing Devastation soon. So check me out on Twitch.
Anyway, really appreciate it. It was a good conversation. We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Thank you, Sonny.
All right, good night, guys.